Shy Guy was once just one of the most ordinary enemies in the Mario world. No backstory, no hero spotlight, and even his expression hidden behind a mask. But over the past 30-plus years, he gradually evolved from an enemy into a playable character. This is the evolution of Shy Guy. Shy Guy was first directly interacted with by players. In the US version of Super Mario Bros. 2, players could pick him up with the controller and throw him at enemies. Although he wasn't yet a fully playable character, this mechanic gave players their first taste of controlling Shy Guy. He was no longer just a disposable enemy, but an interactive presence in the game world. 12 years later, Shy Guy became a fully playable character. In Mario Tennis, he had complete moves and abilities, including serving, moving, and hitting the ball, all with a nimble rhythm that suited the match. Players could freely select him for matches, and while he was still a lightweight character, Nintendo officially recognized him as a main playable character. Shy Guy made his first appearance in the Mario Kart series. In this two-player kart racer, he could pair with another character to drive the same kart, with players switching between driving and item throwing. He had no unique items or special advantages, simply joining the full roster of racers. Though subtle, this debut marked his official entry into the kart racing lineup. Shy Guy had a somewhat special status. In Mario Kart DS, he was initially only available in download play, while local players needed to meet certain conditions to unlock him. Players could experience his movement and acceleration, but he still felt like a hidden test character. This design added challenge and encouraged exploration. In the Wii generation, Shy Guy returned as a freely selectable character. His movements felt more natural, with smoother drifting and acceleration. Players could choose him in all modes without unlocking, making him a permanent member of the kart roster. He gradually became a familiar racer to players. In this title, Shy Guy's movements became livelier, with more expressive serves and swings. His small animations and gestures added fun to matches, while his behavior across different courts and item use showcased his unique style. He was no longer just a usable model, but a character with rhythm and personality. Shy Guy became a stable, playable racer. This game introduced gliders and underwater sections, and his handling matched that of standard characters. Players could race him on land, in the air, and underwater, experiencing the same control as other main characters. He officially integrated into the core karting system. In the Party series, Shy Guy's short-range reactions and quick movements were advantageous. Players could complete minigames quickly, with clear action outlines and responsive abilities. He was well-suited for fast-paced challenges, making him a reliable choice in party games. In this game, Shy Guy wasn't the main character, but players could temporarily control him by picking up a special Shy Guy mask. The control system was based on Mario, while retaining Shy Guy's unique movement style. Even for a short duration, players could experience his personality in 3D levels. HD graphics and detailed animations fully integrated Shy Guy into the modern karting system. His handling felt light, drifting feedback was smooth, and his movements and effects were natural across all tracks. He was no longer an added character, but a full-fledged member of the racer roster. In Super Mario Maker, Shy Guy served as both an enemy and a tool for player-created levels. Players could freely place him in courses, using his behavior to design obstacles or challenges. Being repeatedly used reinforced his presence in the Mario world. In the deluxe version, Shy Guy remained a stable racer. Multiple color variations, full animations, and refined handling. Players could race him in all tracks, items, and modes. He had become a permanent, unremovable character. His competitive traits became more pronounced, with nimble movement and fluid swings. He could adapt to different court conditions and participate in multiplayer matches. Shy Guy was no longer just a side character, but one that could be seriously played and studied. In the Party series, he fully adapted to the player's perspective. Controls were direct, Feedback was clear, and he was suited for quick mini-games. He became a natural choice, no longer requiring unlocking or special introduction. On mobile platforms, more players got to experience Shy Guy. Various costumes and versions appeared, including limited-time skins. He became a familiar, high-popularity character, with racing and collection systems reinforcing his presence. Shy Guy's status in this installment was clear: stable, mature, and included by default in the core roster. Even if new exclusive minigames were added, speculation, he naturally fit in without extra introduction. In the anticipated new title, Shy Guy is expected to continue as a fully playable character. From enemy to playable character, his evolution is complete. Shy Guy's evolution was never a sudden change. It happened gradually, step by step. He never became the main character, yet he always remained. For a character, that alone is a success.